Sensory integration, how we view life through our senses. Sensory integration is the neurological process that organizes sensation from one's own body and from the environment and makes it possible to use the body effectively within the environment. But what does sensory integration really mean? It is a process in our brain that makes sense of the world by receiving, modulating, organizing, and interpreting what comes to our brain through our senses. With the right input, our bodies feel calm, alert, and ready to tackle daily challenges. Negative sensory input can have a disorganizing effect on the body. When sensations flow in an organized manner, the brain can use these sensations to form perceptions, behavior, and learning. Sensory input. There are two types of sensory input, hypersensitivity and hyposensitivity. Hypersensitivity is when a person doesn't like the sensation and usually avoids the sensation or needs desensitization. Hyposensitivity is when a person doesn't seek out the sensation and doesn't realize that they are overexerting that sensation and they need more stimulation. There are also four more definitions of sensory input. The sensory seeker. This is the person that wants to try and do everything. The sensory avoider. This is the person who won't do anything at all. The sensory sensitive. This is the person who doesn't like to do something but will do something. And the low registration individual who is slow and doesn't want to get up and go. So what sensory sensations are you feeling right now? The 7 senses of the sensory system include tactile, vestibular, proprioception, auditory, visual, gustatory, and olfactory. The tactile system provides information about the environment and object qualities. These include touch, pressure, texture, hard, soft, sharp, dull, heat, cold, and pain. When someone is hypersensitive to touch, they try and avoid it. They do not like to be touched by objects and often have the flight or fight response to any food, textures, or clothing. A hyposensitive individual may be unaware of pain or temperature of objects. They may chew on inedible objects. They may rub against walls or furniture and often bump into people. The vestibular system provides information about where our body is in space and whether or not our surroundings are moving. The system also tells us about speed and the direction of movement. The hypersensitive individual avoids being unexpected movement, insecure to gravity, avoids running, jumping, climbing, and swinging, and may become carsick. The hyposensitive individual craves spinning, swinging, rocking, and twirling, loves being moved constantly, fidgets, and is often a daredevil. The proprioception system provides information about where a certain body part is and how it is moving. The hypersensitive individual may be rigid, tense, and stiff. They may be uncoordinated and avoid the playground. The hyposensitive individual may slump or slouch, may be clumsy and inaccurate, and may bump into objects, stamp their feet, and twiddle their fingers. The auditory system provides information about sounds in the environment, including loud, soft, high, low, near, and far. Hypersensitive individuals cover their ears to close out sounds and complain about loud noises such as vacuum cleaners or blenders. Hyposensitive individuals may ignore sounds and verbal commands. They may not listen well to self and speak loudly, and they may want to have the TV on extraordinarily loudly. The visual system provides information about objects and persons, helps us define boundaries as we move through time and space. A hypersensitive individual may become overexcited when there is too much to look at. They may cover their eyes or have poor eye contact. They may not pay attention to desk work and may be hypervigilant. A hyposensitive individual touches everything to learn and may miss some visual cues such as gestures or facial expressions. The gustatory system provides information about different types of foods, including sweet, sour, bitter, salty, and spicy. The hypersensitive person strongly objects to certain tastes and textures and temperatures, and may even gag when eating. The hyposensitive person may lick or taste inedible objects and may prefer very hot or spicy foods. Finally, the olfactory, or the smell system, provides information about different types of smell: musty, acrid, putrid, flowery, or pungent. If a person is hypersensitive, they may object to these odors, whereas a hyposensitive individual may ignore unpleasant odors and may sniff people, food, or objects. There are many behaviors related to sensory integration, and I have listed just a few, which will be covered more in the readings that we will follow through in this module and the rest of the quarter. Unusually high activity level, unusually low activity level, impulsivity, distractibility, problems with motor coordination and muscle tone, high level of frustration, self-regulation problems, academic problems, social problems, emotional problems, problems with motor coordination, poor eye-hand coordination, resistant to novel situation, and difficulty in making transitions. These are just a few of the behaviors that may come along with sensory integration and will be discussed in more detail in the next class.